What's up, friends? Welcome back to What's Up Wednesday. It has been a couple of weeks since we have been together because I was on vacation last week, but I am happy to be back and spend some time with you. Welcome to anyone who is new to What's Up Wednesday Sprints or to my channel. I'm Kat, and please introduce yourself. Let us know who you are, what you like to read, what you like to do, how you're going to spend your time. I promise we are a friendly community and we just want to know. And for anyone who is watching after the fact on replay, welcome. If you want, let us know what you got up to during the sprint time as well. So I had a wonderful time with my friends at my scrapbooking event last week. I got 2 scrapbook layouts done. One was a single, one was a double. I did some, I don't know what you want to call it. It's like flow art where you it's kind of like diamond painting, but with a marker. And I did one and I started another one. And that might be something that I might incorporate on Wednesday sprints, especially if I'm tired and don't feel like reading or doing something else. And I also did 1 page in my Edgar Allan Poe journal. So with all that being said, I had a good time just hanging out with my friends. It was good to catch up. We talked. We went out for lunch each day and ate a lot of yummy food. So yeah, it was fun. I had a great time. So now I'm trying to catch up with everything in my life because this all happens, towards the end of the month and have a lot of things to wrap up and a lot of things to get started. Still trying to think about what I'm going to be reading in July because I will be participating in some things. And talking about reading, I have started mine. This is by Delilah S. Dawson. This is my last book for E.D. Lewis's Summer Spooks Readathon, which took place last week and this week. I watched a movie. I read It's Not Her, as well as the first book in the Dive series, and enjoyed all of it. So had a really great time with all the books that I read, not only for Summer Spooks, but also for June. I had some really wonderful books. Last night, I was on Isabel's channel so we could discuss the ending rights itself, which I absolutely loved. We had a great conversation. If you read the book and you haven't checked out the live, check out Isabel's channel. Not only for that, but also she has some wonderful content. So I would highly recommend checking it out, especially if you like journaling and, reading. And she is actually has a new readathon at the end of July, which I'm thinking about participating in as well. So that's what's going on with me and what I've been up to, just trying to catch up on some stuff. I already posted, except I didn't post on Instagram yet, posted about our book club pick Alex and I have for July and August. So if anybody doesn't know, I have it here because that's what I was doing before I hopped on these sprints. It is The Lying Game by Ruth Ware. So I'm very excited about diving into another book by Ruth Ware. I've read In a Dark, Dark Wood and also The Woman in Cabin 10 and loved both of those books. So I'm hoping this one's going to be good. It's a suspenseful mystery thriller. So if you like those, check those out. So let's see who is in the house with me today. Today's going to be a little bit shorter. I will be hopping off around 7-ish, and that is because today is July 1st. It's also the first day of Giallo July, which is hosted by Alex at the Bookubus, and they are kicking off Giallo July with a watch party on the Giallo July Discord, and that will start at 7:30 Central Time, which is my time, and I want to be able to go because it's one of the movies that is on my Giallo July movie watching list, so it should be fun. So hello, Heidi. I am reading this I Who Have Never Known Men book. This will get good at some point, and I'm having Pyrenees flashbacks. I've heard Piranesi. Is it Pyrenees or Piranesi? I think it's Piranesi. I don't know. I could be saying it wrong totally. But anyway, I've heard things about the Piranesi one. I've seen that one around. And Heidi, if you would be so kind as to give me a verb, I would appreciate that for our Would You Rather. And Amber's here. Hi. So glad I could catch sprints. I have no idea what I plan on reading first this month, but I'm trying to plan out my summer wean TBR today. Yes, that's what I have to do too. I only have one book that I know for sure that I want to read, but I need to look at the prompts and everything. I want to finish this before summer wean actually starts. So this will be my first July read, but I want to be finished before summer wean because I'm not counting that for summer wean. I'm trying to get other books read. So also, Amber, if you will give me a noun, just a common noun, I'd appreciate that too. So Heidi's going to give me a verb. Amber's going to give me a noun. Jen is here. Hello, Jen. Happy Wednesday. I'll be lurking for a bit because I have to run out, but I definitely need these sprints tonight. Missed you, Kat. Well, I missed you too, and hope your retreat was great. It was wonderful. It really was. I had a good time. And it was nice too. I mean, Kelsey ended up going home every night, so I had my hotel room to myself like I did last year. And that's just nice to be like all in your hotel room and doing your own thing, and got to read a little bit, got to catch up with all my stuff because I did a June challenge. It was a personal development challenge for myself, and I had 10 goals. And so like I had to keep up with all my monitoring, all of that and tracking. But yeah, and congratulations, Jen, you are officially out of school. So I know that you are having fun since it's officially summer for you. And Kirsten's here trying to be productive, but also survive the heat wave. Yes, the heat is awful, I will say. I don't like it. Hello, Chantel, popping in to hug the like button and say hello. So good to see you. And for anyone who is not already subscribed to Chantel's channel, please pop over and check her channel out because Paula popped into my sprint. Sorry, that's my watch that likes to go off at this time. Popped over to say that Chantal is close to hitting 400 subs. So if anybody wants to go help our friend cross that finish line to get over that, yeah, check her out. She's a real sweetheart, and she hosts sprints quite a lot. She and Paula host together. Sometimes they host alone. But yeah, check them out. And Jamie's here. Hello, Jamie. How are you? Guess what, Jamie? I got something in the mail from you. So I'm going to share that. I'm so excited. It was such a wonderful surprise. A very big surprise. Jen is here from Horror Literati. Hello, my sweet Jen, my kindred spirit. Stormy's in the house. Hi, everyone. Trying to finish It's Not Her by Mary Kubica. Yes, because Stormy and I will be on Blake's channel tomorrow evening to discuss that book. I actually finished that book on Sunday. I finished that one before Isabel's book, and that's because I could listen to it on audiobook, whereas Isabel's book, I had to use my eyeballs, but it was good. I mean, it was still very good. So I hope you're enjoying it, Stormy. I liked it very much and can't wait to discuss it with you ladies. And hello, Blake. I'm taking my dog to the vet, but hope to come hang out later. Ooh, I hope everything's going okay with your little puppy dog. I had to take Luna to the vet yesterday. My husband and I took her yesterday. My husband's on vacation this week, but she was going for her vaccinations. So vaccinations, pro heart shot, and we were going to have a lump looked at, but that lump, between the time I made her appointment and yesterday, that lump had popped and had all kinds of gross junk coming out of it. And we cleaned it up, and it is healed the way it's supposed to heal. So I felt pretty good about taking care of that, and she's going to be okay. Apparently, the way my vet explained it, it's a type of cyst, but almost like a pimple. So sometimes they'll get like, you get a pimple and it gets big and then it pops or whatever. You're not really supposed to pop it, but if it pops on its own, you just kind of clean it up and keep an eye on it. So I did everything I was supposed to, except she told me I put Bactroban on it. I put Bactroban on everything. My oldest son makes fun of me for it, but I put it on everything because it is going to heal you, right? So I did the same thing for Luna. It did not have any negative effects, but the vet did say that because it's an ointment and it can't be covered and it had, they have, unless you shave around that area, which I did not do, it could actually cause bacteria to get in and mix with it and all that. So, not that y'all wanted that whole entire scientific lesson. Bailey's a little scared because we do have some thunder rumblings. It's okay, Bailey. You're going to be okay. But anyway, even though I did that, she said, now I know for the future, I'll just have to get some special kind of spray for it or just put hydrogen peroxide on it and be fine. But otherwise, yeah, she had a good bill of health. Well, and I should get a call today. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. She had some, her little heartworm test done and all that, and I haven't received any word yet. But I mean, she should be fine. Cameron, I'm glad you had a great time on your retreat. Well, thank you. I did. I had a fun time. I was with Kelsey, my friends Donna and Heather, and we did have a fun time. It was just fun and nice to be hanging out with Kelsey too, because as you know, Kelsey is going to be leaving soon. And I'm very sad. I'm happy for her, sad for myself. And Alicia's here. Hello. Happy Wednesday. I missed you and the ladies from Saturday Morning Momentum, but I was productive, built and painted 2 more bookcases. You get tons of gold stars for all that you're going through and all that you're doing. So glad you enjoyed your scrapbooking event. I did. I really did. It was fun. Hello, Amy. We are having a big heat wave here in upstate New York, and I am not feeling well. So I will be doing some relaxing and maybe some fussy cutting. I've never heard of that for my collage work. Wow. That sounds like it could be fun. It sounds like it could be relaxing. I get it. One of the reasons why I did not get as much done on my journal is because I ordered pictures for my journal and they didn't come until Thursday. And Wednesday was supposed to be the day I did it. So I am glad that I did pack my flow art book so I could work on that Wednesday evening. Because Wednesday, they added Wednesday, but our first day of our scrapbooking event is always the day that you go in, you've packed everything in your car, you've driven there, you have to unpack everything. And I'm telling you, the heat was horrendous. Even that short amount of time being outside, but bringing everything in, then we set everything up. And then you're just kind of tired because you can't get in there until after, 12 o'clock noon. And so, yeah, I ended up doing that instead. And then my husband dropped off my pictures to me. I think it was Friday morning. He dropped the pictures off to me, thinking I'd do a lot more on Sunday, but I didn't. And that's okay. That's okay. I missed you too, Angela. Hope you had yes, I had a great time. I hope you've been doing well. I finished Robert Bloch's Psycho yesterday. Today I'm reading Marion by Leah Rowan, a retelling of Psycho. That's probably very interesting. I've never read the book, but I do like the movie. Hey, Amanda. Amanda, like Cameron, I'm going to tell you, Amanda, like Cameron, have some killer book stacks for their TBR. I'm just going to say. And Mary's here. Hello, Mary. I finished David Copperfield. Very nice. I'm so excited for you. That is a chunker. And Matthew's here. Hello to everyone from Matthew. I really like The Ending Writes Itself too. I'll have to check out your discussion video. I wasn't able to watch it live. It was a good discussion. It really was. And everybody kind of seemed like they were on the same page about certain characters and stuff. And we were surprised by some that liked certain characters. But yeah, that one really tricked me. Because there was some things I just couldn't. I was like, I don't know. This kind of reminds me. And then there were None and The Westing Game kind of married together. That's what I kind of was thinking about the whole time. Oh, I finished. I am now reading Mansfield Park. However, I'm hoping to paint. Okay, gotcha. I haven't read Mansfield Park. Are you reading that for Jane Austen July. I haven't even checked to see what their group read is for Jane Austen July this year. I'm like so behind on stuff, but I should check because I have not read a Jane Austen since last year, which last year they picked Emma, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But hopefully you'll get some painting in too. You are very good, very talented with your painting. So Heidi says she's going to go with drinking. I might conjugate it to fit whatever verb tense it's in. And Jen said, I'm reading Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer and Sinai Constellations by Sarah Tantlinger. Well, I know you've been reading Annihilation, so I hope you're enjoying both of those. Angela's totally caught up on her book journal as of 2 p.m. today. It feels great. That can get away from you very quickly. Yes. Kelsey was working on her journals. That's what she ended up bringing to work on during our event, because it's a scrapbooking event, but it's evolved over the years. There was a lady across from us. Her name is Jeanette. She was at our table last year too. She was working on a diamond painting as a gift, and it was really cute. Pebbles. She was working on pebbles for a friend of hers that likes the Flintstones. It was precious. And they have people that work on cards. They work on crocheting. They work on whatever it is, cross stitching. And Kelsey worked on her journals. So she was working on a junk journal. She had to catch up in her book journal. And she also was catching up on a traveling journal that she's doing with some of her friends in her Patreon Discord. So I thought that was really cool that she was able to catch up on all of it. But yeah, it's pretty neat to see what everybody works on. And hello, Sue. How are you? Hello, Grandma Susan. I'm listening to Frozen River. That's a book that I need to get to. That's been on my TBR for a while, since the BookTube Besties retreat years ago that I attended. I received it as a gift. It's been on my TBRs, and I just cannot get to it. I don't know why. And I think it's going to be a wonderful book. Jamie says, I think I'll be reading Confessions by Kane Minato today, but I do have a bunch of chores to get done too. I also have some chores to get done. I wrote a blog post this morning, and whenever I write, it takes me a couple of hours. So I didn't get to some other things that I would like to get to as well. And I'm also reading Monster Theory, edited by Jeffrey Jerome Cohen, and Sick Houses, Haunted Homes and the Architecture of Dread by Layla Taylor. You got your work cut out for you with all your books that you're reading. I mean, I had quite a few going at one time too. I won't lie, but now I'm just on mine. I'm focusing on mine so I can finish. I am still doing classwork for the next month, but it's easier when I don't also have work. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. I mean, you juggle a lot during the school year. You really do. And go Chantel. I know, I'm excited for Chantel. And Castle for Amber. Thank you. So when we go on our first sprint, I will put our Would You Rather up. Jamie says, I'm so jealous, Angela. I'm so far behind in my journal. Well, the thing I'm the most behind in, because I don't know if y'all can see back here, I finally put up my little how many books that I'm doing for the year. I've read 53 books so far as of yesterday. And I am so behind on my Goodreads reviews. It's so sad to say. I will do a few of them and do pretty well on it, and then I get behind. So anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I'm almost tempted to just like star everything and just start from scratch. I say that, and then I never do. And then I'm like hardcore trying to do book reviews. Hello, Alex. Alex is telling everyone, hello. How are you today? I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. Alex is going to be going on vacation soon. So excited for her. And here's Chantel's channel if anybody wants to check it out. And yes, I'm very excited. So I'm going to share with everybody to let everybody see. I had not had a chance. I was going to post it in my Discord, but I'm like, I can still do it. But since it's Wednesday, I'm going to share. I'll be back. Have to run out to pick up some stuff from Walgreens and probably food as well. Sounds good. Eleanor, woo woo. Hi, my friend. And a lot of vet visits. I have to take my Gracie at 6 this evening. Yeah, this is June is the Bailey's vet visit was supposed to be at the very end of May. I think we brought her May 31st, but I didn't bring her. My husband actually brought her on the 20th of June. And then Luna was due on June 27th, but we went ahead and did it on the 30th since I was going to be out of town and he had a work event on Saturday, so he wasn't able to do that. But yeah, it's just all at the same time. All at the same time. But I mean, it's their annual, both of them, it was their annual visit. And Amber's going to take her pup to the vet, took her pup to the vet last week for annual stuff, but they just listed all these things going on with him that were basically he is old. Yeah, well, same thing with Bailey. Bailey is at the point that she's got to get senior blood work. And I'm happy to report that all of her blood work, her urinalysis, her poop, little stool thing that you have to do, everything came back. She got a clean bill of health. And she had a tooth that broke, and the tooth is like fine unless it starts bothering her in any kind of way, or it prevents her from eating or anything. They're just going to leave it alone because it did not fracture into the gum. It fractured right before. So she's still got tooth that's poking up. So we're just going to leave it alone unless it actually starts bothering her. So I'm just very happy about that with Bailey because she's an old lady. Yes, our sweet Bailey. I'm trying to finish up my HRCYED 2.0 prompts. And I won't get a blackout, but I will finish 21 prompts. Excellent. I have to update my summer book bingo. I have not been keeping up with that. I need to get my list out, and I need to see what books I read in June fit, and also update in Tiffany's Discord. And I'll probably put something maybe in my stories. But yeah, I would have posted it with my June wrap up yesterday, but I haven't done it. Hey, Linda, woot woot. And thanks for the shout out. Of course, Chantel, we are community. The heat is ridiculous. We're in extreme heat warning here in Michigan. Yeah, it is hot everywhere. It's just so unseasonably hot, I feel like. I think to myself, if this is what it feels like now, what is August going to feel like? Tanya, hey, lovely peeps. Hope everyone is well and you had a fab break, Kat. I missed you. I missed you too. And it was fabulous. And hello, Oz. Hello. Hope y'all are doing well. We are. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Chris. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Roxy. What's up? What's up, neighbor? And the group read for Jane Austen July is Mansfield Park. Okay, let me write that down. I don't know if I'll be able to fit it in, but maybe. I don't know how thick it is. I don't own it, so I'll have to look. I'll look for it. It isn't the favorite of most people. I like it. It's my third time reading it. I mean, I've been pleasantly surprised. I mean, I read Sense and Sensibility twice within a few months because the first time I read it, it was so fractured and I'm like, I don't know if I like this book. So the second time I read it with my eyeballs and listened to like a dramatization audiobook and liked it so much better. So I have a feeling I think I'm going to like the movies more than the books. I hate to say that. The only character I liked in the ending writes itself was Kenzo, the horror writer. He was one of my favorites. He was. And I was hoping that he was going to be the winner. Happy time zone, my friends. I finished one book today and have one to go. Hello, Kelly. Good for you. And I'm enjoying the audiobook for Annihilation so much that I ordered a physical copy from Pango. Jamie, I loved Confessions. Matthew also loved Confessions. And yay, Jen, for summer break. Yeah, she needs a break. I hate that she's still got to do schoolwork, but that will be ending, in the near future too. Matthew's reading Headlights by CJ Lead. I have seen Headlights. Somebody, who was it? It might be this guy that I follow his reels on. I don't know what his name is because I just discovered him, but I like him. He's a cute little guy. That might have been where I had seen that book. He recommended it. And what's up Wednesday from Raleigh? Hello, hello. Hi, Kaylin. Hope it's a good day. So far, so good. We do have thunder in the background, so we're going to get some rain, I guess. Or it could just thunder and not anything happen. And glad to hear Jen and Matthew. I think I picked it up because Lori at Books, Ink, and Paper recommended it on her channel. Excellent. I'm glad Bailey's a healthy doggy. Me too. Yo, Alicia. What did I miss about Bailey? We were just talking about bringing our pets to the vet. It seems like everybody has to bring their fur babies to the vet. Amber, me, Jamie. And so Bailey had to go on the 20th and all her blood work and everything that we tested. She's a senior lady. So everything came back normal. She's good. I'm just waiting on Luna's. Luna went to the vet yesterday. So I'm waiting on Luna, my little baby dog. She doesn't look like a baby dog, but she acts like a baby dog. You should have seen her yesterday in the vet. I should have taken video. She was just so vocal and she just was beside herself. She just did not want to be there. And she was just like singing her song, like, I don't want to be here. That's what I'm envisioning she was singing. And yes, we know you hate the summer. I hate the heat, the humidity. I don't mind the excessive sunlight. It's reverse sad. I have reverse sad. I like the longer sunlight. And I don't mind if it's warm. I just don't like the heat and the humidity when it gets really funky, especially like when you go to bed at night and it's like 80 something and it's nighttime. And then you wake up the next morning and it's like 77, like nothing ever cooled off between the whole time it was nighttime and everybody's sleeping. And I'm with you, Jen. I like Mansfield Park. My favorite Jane Austen is Northanger Abbey. I've heard that from a bunch of people. That's their favorite. Hello, Shannon. Thank you for making friends with the like button. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Riley's reading a memoir called Pretty and Japanese Gothic. Nice. I have Japanese Gothic on my shelf. I got it through Owl Crate. And Headlights is on my TBR. CJ is on yesterday's Books in the Freezer episode. Have to prepare for the AuthorTube Writing Conference live stream coming up in an hour and also prep the meeting agenda for us to have a meeting afterward. Sounds like a good plan. And that title, Headlights, sounds intriguing, like a creepy car headlights following you. Yeah, I think to myself, there was a movie that I watched. It kind of reminds me of this, but this one might not take place during the holidays. I'm going to have to look and see what it was called, but it was really good. It was a slow burn, really good. And then when you find out what happens, you're just like, oh. But it's about a family that's traveling during the holidays. I think can't remember if it was Christmas or Thanksgiving. It might have been Christmas. And just the weird things that happen while they're in the car during that time. But yeah, that kind of like gives me those vibes. But also too, I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen the movie by Rodriguez and Tarantino with Kurt Russell. Like, you rarely ever see Kurt Russell play a bad guy. But in this movie where he's got his muscle car and he's after those girls, I wish I could remember what the name of that movie is. It was like a double feature with like Planet Terror. Oh, y'all might know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I had seen it in the theater and I haven't seen it in quite a long time, but it kind of gives me those kind of vibes. So I don't know if I'm right with either one. Busy, busy. Yes, I understand that. But you should be going. Are you going to be going on vacation in July? And same to Jen, my brain turns off during the summer. And I just read Headlights, not what I expected, but I liked it. Very nice. And I don't like the summer either, Jen. It's nasty. And today is Canada Day. That's right. And it's so hot and dry that they canceled fireworks. That's a shame. Yes, isn't it officially Boxing Day? Is that correct? It's 95. Long days are nice, but not 95. Yeah, I like the long days. We don't have to have the extreme heat. Summer haters unite. Jamie's going to join the Summer Haters Club. Is it Dead End? Are you talking about the movie around the holidays? It might be. I'm gonna have to look on my letterbox because I did put it on my letterbox, but I think so. I think it is. I liked it. It was eerie. It's the kind of movie you want to watch in the dark because they're in the dark. If that makes any sense. Death Proof. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yes, yes, yes. I know. Some of y'all might not be Quentin Tarantino Rodriguez fans, but I am. Grindhouse or something. Yep. Yeah, I love Death Proof. Yeah. What it is when you see an actor, this happened to me when I saw Heretic. When you see an actor who rarely ever plays like a really like sinister character. I'm not talking just like a bad guy because Kurt Russell's character in Guardians of the Galaxy, when we find out that he's Star-Lord's, dad, he was kind of a jerk, but not like he was in Death Proof. When you see that, it's the same thing. Like when you see like Denzel Washington in Training Day, you just like, it's so discombobulating because they don't generally play really sinister people. They might play characters who are morally gray and might not make great choices, but not sinister, if you know what I mean. So I think it's wonderful when you see them play characters like that because then you can see their range, that they're not like put into a box where they only play similar characters. I don't know if anybody agrees with me on that, but we have thunderstorms here and the thunder shook the house. Wow. Whew. Happy Canada Day. Yes, for all our Canadian friends. Yes, the holiday horror movie. Yes, I'm pretty sure that might have been what it is. And it was, I thought it was good. I'd have to go back and see what I gave it. If you remember the name of that movie, it sounds good. It is. And once you find out what's going on, you're just like, oh, about to suffer the heat to walk up the street to have dinner and read. Dress lightly. Don't dress all in black. And Harry Connick Jr. played a bad guy in something, and I've never seen him the same way since. Oh, no. I can't imagine Harry Connick Jr. playing a bad guy. One of my favorite movies with Harry Connick Jr., not that I've seen him in a lot of movies, I love that movie, Hope Floats. That is a movie I could watch multiple times, even though I know it's going to happen or whatever. But, yeah. Kurt Russell is awesome. He does play a great good guy. Copycat. Yeah, he is. Kurt Russell is one of my favorites, even when he was younger in his teen years, playing in those movies, those Walt Disney movies that would come on Sundays in the magical world. I don't know if that was what it was called, the magical world of Disney or something like that. On Sunday evenings, they would have movies and stuff. Okay, well, we have made it to the end of our comments, and we are going to go ahead and start with 45, if everybody's good with that. Harry Connick Jr. is so good in that movie, very creepy and convincing. Oh, talking about the movie where he's bad. Yeah. I'll have to look that up because I have not seen him ever be horrible at all. Okay, I'm looking in the wrong spot here. Okie dokie. And I would like to pop the clock up first before I start it. Okay, there's our clock. Yes, it's there. Kurt Russell in The Thing, swoon. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's really good in that. Okay. Oh, Copycat is a great movie. Copycat is the movie. Okay. Okay. Copycat is the name of the movie. Okay. I'm going to have to look that up. Is that about a serial killer? That name sounds familiar. Sigourney Weaver is also in Copycat, right? Okay. Now I got to go look this up. Harry Connick was so good as a villain. Oh, now y'all got me intrigued. Might have to check this out for the Halloween season. Okay, so happy sprinting. See y'all in a little bit. Hello, welcome back. How did everybody do? Okay, so I will say I really am enjoying this book. I know Eleanor read this book. Alicia, Books and Things with Alicia. This book is set in where you live. I mean, you don't live in a swamp, but there is a swamp that's close to her house. So Edie's prompt that I'm reading this for is called Nights of White Satin, and you have to think of humid, sweaty nights. This book fits the bill. There is a part in here where she's exploring in the back of her house about how it feels, and this is exactly how it is with being humid. It says it was more like the lake was breathing, the air steamy and moist and heavy. That's how it feels with humidity. But anyway, yeah, she is a little girl. Her name is Lily. She loves theater, and I haven't gotten to the part where they're going to reveal what has led them to move from Colorado to Florida. Apparently, the father lost his job, but there's something that happened that has to do with Lily being a little dramatic. I guess being a theater kid. But anyway, it got her into some trouble. And so now she's in this house. The house is disgusting. Apparently, an older gentleman lived there, and he must not have been able to take care of himself. He was unhealthy, he had heart problems or whatever. I don't even know what happened to him, but the house was in foreclosure. And so the family got it really cheap with the understanding that they would clean the house out. Well, it's like a hoarder house. So it's really gross. And they have giant cockroaches and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, as you can see, this girl has to be the girl Brittany that lived there once before. I don't know what happened to Brittany. I don't know if she's a ghost. There is some supernatural element here, so I'm thinking it might be. That might be who it is, because Lily is in the bedroom that belonged to the little girl. So I don't know if she was a granddaughter of this gentleman. I don't know. We haven't gotten to that yet. But anyway, Lily got lost in the swampy woods, and she was wearing flip-flops. I'm like, why, girl, are you in a swampy, marshy area in your flip-flops? It's just not safe. And she gets herself all turned around, and she ends up at in the backyard that belongs to a little girl named Rachel and her brother. So I think Kyle is his name. I think that's what it said. But anyway, oh, speaking about a spider, I have a little jumping spider visit me on my desk. But anyway, yeah. So she was in this like boggy area. I thought it was funny because as she comes out, she tries a line in Shrek, like, "What you doing in my swamp?" Talking like Shrek. I thought that was funny. But I'm liking it. I am liking it. And it is keeping me engrossed, but it fits perfectly for ED's prompt, Nights of White Satin, because it's just really humid and hot. Humid and hot. So that's what I was up to. And I got to, let's see, page 73. I'm almost to chapter 9. So I'm making pretty good progress with that. So let's see how everybody did. Kaylin was telling Jamie, I believe, that Sigourney Weaver is in that movie Copycat. Allie's here. Hello, everyone. Reading the Book of Lost Friends on page 273 of 375. Very good progress. Alex says, I think Keaton and I are going to watch an episode of something once he finishes playing a round of Overwatch with his friends. I'm like a woman obsessed right now about roller derby. So I think I'm going to watch an old championship bout on YouTube and try to read some. I took an acting class, it was like a month-long acting class, like met once a week. And one of the actresses in that class, Rachel Whittle, she was on a roller derby team. It was very cool that she did that. I've never seen her do roller derby. I just know that she was on one. And I've seen pictures of her that she had posted. So I thought that was pretty cool. I've never seen a roller derby. I don't know what you call it. What is it? A roller derby. It's not a competition, is it? What do you call it? Event. He and I are going late night skating tomorrow, and I'm so excited, a little nervous, but excited. I thought about Kelsey and I going skating, roller skating during old school April, but I haven't been roller skating in so long. And even though I think it would be fine and I'll be okay, I was just like, you know what? I really don't want to break my arm or leg or tailbone or whatever. It's been a while because I wouldn't have had my own skates. Like back in the day, I had my own skates that we brought to skate country. So I had replaced the wheels, so they were a little bit thicker and just different, made out of different material than what they had at the skating rinks. Skating rink always seemed like they had like really tiny wheels. I don't know. But anyway, we did not go. We went bowling and played arcade games at the bowling alley and went to the mall. That's what we did. Old school April. Robin said, I'd rather get a headache every time I see a castle because I don't see one a lot. I'm going to go with the castle as well because it said, would you rather get a headache every time you drank? And it's not meaning specifically drinking. I mean, I would get a headache every time I drink a glass of water. So I'm going to choose castle too. I think it's going to be safer. Robin's reading The Merciless 3, Origin of Sin. 180 of 287. You're getting close to the end too. And Kirsten said, I'd rather get a headache every time I see a castle because I don't see many castles, but I do enjoy a drink. As most people do. Mary's going to take headaches and castles. Oh, my sweet Luna. I know. She came to see me. Bailey's on the floor in here. She's not ready to venture out, even though my husband's home, she's not ready to venture out because of the thunder. And it did start raining, but it's just, hopefully it'll pass. And oh my gosh, I just checked and Copycat is free with ads on YouTube. That might be my evening plans. I know, I got to check out this Copycat. Jamie's going to go with headaches and castles. Andy's saying hello. Stopping by to say hi, Cat and pals. Hello, Andy. Hope you're well. And I'm back. Gonna eat and listen to King of Clubs, the last book in my series, and hopefully work on content later. It sounds like a good plan. Carmen's here. Woot woot. Hi, everyone. Hopping in at the end. I'm reading Martians Go Home by Frederick Brown. Nice. And I got to page 285 in the Book of Lost Friends. Nice progress, Allie. I started the Lion Game today. Yay. I just posted that. I need to post on Instagram and pin that so everybody can see it there. But, I'm not going to start until August. Oh. You hear Luna out there? You hear? Oh, you hear her? She's being vocal. All her cacophony. Yeah, I would love to start, but I always start the month that we're going to do that. I have to start my buddy read with Alex, but I think I'm going to start, which is really taking a risk. I probably should start. I really need to map it out, but we are reading The Wolves of the Calla. That's down here. Wolves of the Calla. That's our next book for the Dark Tower. And it is a chunky monkey. 220 of 287 for Robin. Excellent. Some gold stars here. Amanda read about 50 pages of The Dead Lifeguard by R.L. Stine. Nice. Mine looks so spooky. I'm almost done editing my video, and then I'm going to read some Creepers books. Yay for the editing. And yes, it is spooky. I mean, like, I think to myself, this is a good summer read. And if you're, looking for something, like, I think this would have been perfect. Like if I was in middle grade and I was reading this, I would love it. I mean, I love it as an adult, but I feel so sorry for the main girl, Lily. And I can't wait to find out what was so bad that her parents can't believe her, whatever. But I'm almost wondering if she has sixth sense, and maybe that's the issue, and that her parents don't have that. So yeah. It is a spooky one. Jamie got the dishes done, pulled out and dusted off the cat carrier, and got to page 58 in Confessions. Really loving it so far. Excellent. And Cameron, congrats on 40,000 subscribers. What? That's amazing. You deserve some professional applause for that, my friend. Yeah. Guys, if y'all have not checked out Cameron's channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go now, immediately, because he is amazing. And Alicia will pass on the headaches. That would not be fun getting headaches every time I drink something or saw a castle. In your case, oh my gosh, you're close to Disney World and they have castles in Universal. Every time I see a castle, headaches are rubbish. So I'll have one when I see a castle and completely avoid them unless it would be one that's worth the headache. And I got distracted looking through old photographs from high school, so I got nothing done. You went down a rabbit hole. I do that when I start decluttering. I'm like, oh, look at this. And that book looks cool by the cover. It is. I'm liking it. So Mary finished a chapter in Mansfield, posted her Jane Austen July TBR on Insta, and replied to some comments on my BookTube channel. And yes, I posted a video. And your book sounds interesting. It is. And I'm excited that you posted a video, Mary. I got to go check it out. And Sue ate a late lunch, worked on her daily jigsaw puzzle, a 4th of July song with Mylar balloons, and listened to When Life Gives You Vampires by Gloria Duke. Nice. I love everything that you're doing. You know, puzzles are on my 26 for 2026 list, and I have yet to do one puzzle. And I really am disappointed with myself because I specifically bought a SpongeBob. Yes, Bailey. Bailey left, and then she's back. Specifically with SpongeBob on it for Old School April. It's in a little lunchbox. And guess what? I didn't do it. I'm sad. And it wasn't even a big puzzle. And congrats to Cameron. Not a lot of castles in Southern California, so I'll pick that. Hi, Zach. How are you? Roller derby is so much fun to watch. I bet it is. And I once went as a roller derby queen for Halloween, complete with the roller skates. That is amazing. Do you have a picture of that? I would love to see it. A match. Thank you, Sue. It's a roller derby match. Thank you. I appreciate that because I'm like, I know it's not like a competition. It's interesting that it's called a match. Yeah, I like it. As for roller skating goes, it's a long way down when you fall. I agree. And it's been so long. Castles for Kaylin. And thank you from Cameron. We love you, Cameron. You deserve it. Let me see if I can give you some hearts. Any hearts for Cameron? Come on. Yay. Yes, I should be giving you confetti. I can't ever remember. Come on, confetti for Cameron. Cameron, confetti. Woohoo. Yep, congrats on 40,000, Cameron. That's amazing. And Zach will be finishing The Mercies by Kieran, or is it Kieran? I would say Kieran. Millwood Hargrave. I'll need a drink to prepare myself for the end of that one, so I'll go with the castles. And congrats to Cameron. So well deserved. And don't expect much with my video. I don't edit or add anything fancy. It's just my TBR. It's been 2 years since I posted one. I know, but I'm excited because it has been a while. But I'm very excited that you posted something. I haven't been posting a lot, Mary, myself. So I get it. It is time consuming. And then you get involved in other things. So I'm doing more coloring than reading lately, but have started Long Haul about killers on America's highways. Ooh, that's scary. And I post the roller derby roller derby pic in the Discord. Unfortunately, the pic doesn't show the skates, but you can see the fake black eye. I cannot wait to see that. That is amazing. And you are all so sweet. Thanks, Kat. Of course, Cameron. Of course, you deserve it. You deserve more. That's how I feel about it. Just wiggle your fingers around and some will come. Haha. Well, Tiffany at Beach Bum Book, she's the Beach Bum Bookworm. She does this. She does this all the time. And things happen on a channel. I'm like, how do you get balloons by doing that? Nothing ever happens. Like, I have to be specific. So I don't even get it. I don't know. Okay. So we are going to do our Mad Libs real quick and then go on to our next sprint. Because we've got to watch this time here for our Giallo July, people. So I need a number. And Zach, you need to give me an adjective. So I need a number. Zach's going to give me an adjective. And then we'll go from there. Bailey, why is her snout is out the door? Literally, cross the threshold. Bailey, what are you doing? It's like she wants to be in two places at one time. So Agatha says 7. How are you, Agatha? And my adjective will be Calliopigian. Calliopigian. I have to look that up and say it to myself like 40 times. Kaylin says, I love puzzles, but it's been a while since I did one. I love them too. I really do. And I'm supposed to be playing board games too, or in card games, and I'm not doing that either. I keep forgetting about it. And congrats to Cameron. Okay, next I need a verb. I need a verb, please. A verb. Angela said, in the Psycho retelling, Mary has become Marion. Norman has become Norm. Marion is now the younger sister, and Norm is very handsome. Since this has a feminist twist, I'm not as hopeful for Norm. Well, he'll get what he deserves. Okay, so Jamie's going to go with running. Okay, so run. I have to change it to make it fit. Tanya says skating. So let me go to the next verb. That works out because I do need a verb right here with ing. Let's see if I need another verb. Hop. Yes. Okay. So that is all for verbs. So Mary, I need you to change annotated to a part of the body. Robin, I need you to change swimming to an adjective. Zach. What is that? Oh, that's supposed to be a verb. Okay, Zach, I need you to change to something alive, and it's going to be plural. Carmen, change punting to a plural noun. So Mary has given us belly button. This is going to be funny. Okay, so now I'm waiting. So we have belly button for our part of speech. Okay, where am I at? Okay, so I'm going to take red, Robin, because red's the adjective. Thank you. Zach is giving us mermaids as something alive. That's plural. And Carmen is giving us plates. That is hilarious. And okay from Robin. Okay, next, I need a part of the body. Another part of the body, not the same part of the body. So not another belly button. A part of the body. Okay, so Jamie says toenails. Ew. Ew. I'm imagining that Lily in my book probably got a lot of funk under her toenails if she was in like a boggy, marshy area because she was wearing flip-flops. She even lost one in there. Ugh. Knee. I do need another one. So knees. Okay. So Robin, I need you to change leg to an adjective, please. Leg to an adjective. Carmen, change kneecap to a color. You get a color. So Robin's going to give me an adjective. Carmen's going to give me a color. And next up is a plural noun. A plural noun. Okay, round. Okay, perfect. Okay, Amanda's got cookies. So let's put that here. And I did not have any food specifically. Good job. Okay, Jamie, I need you to change surfboards to an adjective. Surfboards to an adjective. Carmen is going with salmon pink. Okay, Jamie's going to do an adjective. Then I need a vehicle that is plural. A vehicle. So Jamie's got angry, which is funny. And Amber says VW bugs. And Robin, change bike to adjective, and you are done. We're done. Okay, so she's going to do an adjective. Excavators, that would have been hilarious. Because the odds of seeing one would be hard. So Robin's going to give us our adjective, and then we're going to go on to our next sprint. So while I'm waiting for her, I'm going to get the clock set up. Okay, and Robin says hard. Okay, so let me just make sure I got something for everything. Yes. So when we come back, I will read the story, How to Survive a Family Road Trip. A family road trip. Okay, so let's get started. Happy sprinting. Hello, welcome back. Let me get this off of here. How did everybody do? I did not read during that sprint. I chatted with Jamie, and the reason we were chatting is because I was thanking her for her lovely gift. Look at what she made me. Is that not amazing? Look at that. It is a beautiful bookmark. I'm going to cherish this. I told her I'm going to cherish this as much as I cherish my little pocket Poe that she made me. But I mean, this pattern is phenomenal. I love it so very much. It was a thank you for Zombie-thon, which I'm appreciate anybody that participates in Zombie-thon. But it's a nice happiness boost. And then she sent me some ephemera. I don't know if I can show you. There's little bitty pieces. Like there's a little bird. Oops. There's flowers. There's a butterfly. See a little butterfly. And another little bird. And some flowers. Look how cute the flowers are. And then a little library card. You know, back in the day, before everything was digitized, they had little cards in their pockets. When I had my library books in my classroom, all of my books had pockets in the back. And that's how my kids would check my books from my classroom out. And they'd give me the card and I'd keep it in my little box. So I knew who still had books out and who didn't by the end of the year. They had to replace them or whatever. But yeah, I'm very excited. So nice. Thank you, Jamie. Again, she is so talented. She is a talented crafter. So I chatted with Jamie. I chatted with Magnolia. She was looking for a app that could track her TV shows. Letterboxd does movies, but it doesn't do TV shows. Now, sometimes it'll do like a mini series, but not like a serialized like series or whatever. So she knows of a free website that's called Serialized, but she said it's not like user friendly. So I recommended Tracked because I've heard of that one. I don't use it, so I don't really know much about it. But if any of y'all know of a free website or app where you can track TV series, kind of like Letterboxd or like Goodreads for books, let me know. And then I'll pass that along to her. Or if you're in Discord, y'all might want to weigh in and let her know, because apparently the one she used went away. Also, I talked to my husband for a little bit, and then he was fixing dinner. He fixed baked salmon and smothered Brussels sprouts with bacon. So I started eating that. When I go on the next sprint, our last sprint, I will finish my dinner. That's what I got up to. So Angela was saying when we went when we were going on to the sprint, she said there's no chance of me getting a headache from drinking, and I'm highly unlikely to ever see a castle. So I guess there'll be no headaches for me. I'm not sad. Well, if you had to choose one, I would go with the castle, because the odds of you seeing one are slim to none. So that way you will never have to fear getting a headache from seeing one of those. And then Sue just finished a short story by Robert E. Howard called Battle of Bones that deserves some professional applause. Very nice. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's amazing. I know. Isn't that awesome? I love it. And I actually got a tiny bit read that time. Yay! Go Amber. Go Amber. Yes, it's very cool. Very, very cool. I think so. She said it's part, the pattern that she got had like 5 different bookmarks, but they're all very cool. There's Frankenstein, there's a witch, there's a vampire, there's the zombie, and I think there's a werewolf. I think that's the one I saw. Yes, thank you. That's Jamie is just very, very talented. Thank you. I do think it's awesome. Mary did not paint. My paint space was a disaster, so I'm cleaning it up for Friday. Sometimes you have to take the time to do that. That's another thing. Anytime I scrapbook, I'm slow to begin with because it takes me a long time to come up with my ideas. It took me so long to come up with my tea party thing for Andrew. It wasn't working out right. I didn't like the way things were. And so finally, I was just like, I can't even think about this anymore. So I went ahead and did my flow art picture or whatever. The next morning, I came back and I was like, oh, I think I'm going to do this, this, and this. But by the time I got it and then put everything down, and then I have to clean my space when I'm finished. I cannot start a new project unless I clean my space. Eleanor did a walking workout and read from Summer of Night, 80 pages to go. Woohoo! That's awesome. Eleanor, I don't know if you know, I'm reading mine. Finally. It's perfect for summer spooks. And like I told Kat, hosting Zombie-thon is a lot of work, and I really appreciate it. It's such a fun event. And I appreciate you saying that, Jamie. I really do. It's quite the happiness boost, and it's nice to be appreciated. So, and Jamie saying you're welcome. And Alicia said I ate some dinner, mesquite chicken, and some Chobani flip yogurt key lime crumble. Yum. That sounds like dessert. And I got some reading done, made it to page 74 in Confessions. Excellent. And I talked to my dad, ate dinner, watered the veggies, or turned on the sprinkler, and listened to a few chapters. Nice job, Jen. That was productive. And that is so sweet. Yes, she is a sweetheart. And I sent a book, and I got a few pages. Oh, you read a book and got a few pages in The Children by Melissa Albert. I got that as one of my books. I think that was my book I chose from Book of the Month, was The Children. And then I added on The Midnight Train by Matt Haig. Robin said, I'll be playing a game after Mad Libs. Sounds like a plan. Matthew didn't read, just got caught up on some YouTube videos. I know, I'm slowly making my way through YouTube videos. The last couple of days I've been watching, which I'm excited. So let's read. Or let me read. Are you going out? Do you not want to hear the story? Okay. I'm not going to leave the door open. I'm sorry, Bailey. Okay. So how to survive a family road trip. If it's only mile 5 of a 7-mile road trip with your family, and you already want to run out of the window, take a Calipigian breath. Then follow these rules to survive any family road trip. First, put your belly button phones on. Listen to red metal music at full volume to drown out the sounds of your mermaids as they argue about directions. If you forgot your head plates, covering your ears with your toenails will have to do. Next, close your eyes and imagine you're someplace very round, far away, and peaceful. Imagine you're skating on a rock in a field of salmon pink cookies in full bloom. And once you're calm and angry, open your knees. What do you see? Count the VW bugs driving by until you hop off to sleep. Soon you'll be in a hard sleep, snoring and annoying everyone in the car but you. Enjoy the ride. So this came from my Mad Libs Survival Guide, Mad Libs book that was given to me by Heidi. I love the fact that you will cover your ears with your toenails. Not sure if you got some really long toenails, like Nosferatu type toenails. Ew. Tanya says, I can't wait to read The Midnight Train. The Midnight Library is one of my favorite books. I love The Midnight Library. That's why I went ahead and got The Midnight Train. I hope it's just as good. And Swamp Gas is here. Just finished the most recent Pulitzer winner, Angel Down by Daniel Kraus. So well done. Breathtaking in parts. Good to see horror win awards. I agree. I want to read it. I did read a book by him. He either collaborated or he finished Pay the Piper with George Romero. So I read that one for Folklore February. That was Kelsey's pick last year for her book club, and she paired it for Folklore February. My mermaids are always so loud. I know, Amber. I mean, calm them down. I mean, I finished my book, and that the book I got from Book of the Month. Okay, gotcha now. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the one I chose for Book of the Month too. That was my June selection. Ooh, cover your ears with toenails. I know. I just think salmon pink cookies, yum. A whole field of them too, Matthew. A whole field. I know. How does one become, go from calm to angry in the same time? And open your knees. I know. And that is a crazy road trip and sounds dangerous. 100%. It is so silly. Calm and angry. I feel seen. VW Bugs, is this a Grateful Dead road trip? Hello, Lauren. Happy Wednesday. I'm reading The Beach Babes by Judith. Is it Kime or Klein? Welcome. And Angela said, on the last sprint, I drove down to the ice cream shop and came home with a dreamsicle shake. It's really hitting the spot on this hot day. Still read 24 pages, though. Woo! You get a big gold star for that. And I don't think I want to see toenails that can cover your ears. Now, I'm trying not to even think about it. No, the Mad Libs are so silly. It's ridiculous. And Zach says, not sure how a breath can be callipygian. Callipygian means having a perfect rump. I know. Oh my gosh. Take a callipygian breath. A perfectly rump-like breath. I'm not going to say what the breath could be. The breath could be something else that's more gaseous. Robin said, a mother becoming angry and angry can become calm and angry at the same time. That's true. They could go back and forth. It was a nice round breath. Yes. Yes, you deserve a or actually, and it'll keep going on and on and on. Here we go. I love the laugh track. It cracks me up. Maybe twerking whilst taking some deep breaths. Alicia. How? I know. Okay. So we are going on to our last sprint for the evening. I thank everyone who participated and gave us some of these wonderful parts of speech. Also, everybody that participated in our Would You Rather. That was very nice of everybody. We are going to go on to our last sprint of the evening so that anyone who wants to go see the Giallo watch party, that's what I was also looking to see about that, you will have time to make it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just have the clock where it's at now. So it'll be about 30 minutes for our last sprint, and then we'll sign off for the evening. But there will be other people doing sprints this evening if you want to check them out. I know Nell is sprinting. Alicia will be sprinting. All righty. Well, have a good night, everyone. And thanks for the sprints here. And I hope you have a good trip. Okay. Bye. See you later, Robin. Have fun playing your game. Tanya's also going to be heading to bed. Good night, all. Thanks for sprints, Kat, and have a good evening, peeps. Same to you, Tanya. Always good seeing you. And maybe they could inhale from the Calachium zone. Perhaps. I can post my link if you'll need sprints. Please do that, Alicia. I appreciate that. So if anybody else needs to leave out, thank you for being here this evening with us. And I will definitely see those of you that need productivity sprints on Saturday at 8 a.m. Central Time for Power Hour. And then I'll see y'all again next week for anybody who is leaving out. So let's get started. Happy sprinting. Welcome back. How did everybody do? I finished my dinner. I also had a coconut bite and 2 skinny dip Reese's peanut butter cups. It's all within my sugar limit though, so I'm okay. I did splurge. I don't know why. I just did. Um, anyway, I also read a little more in mine. I got to 82. I am a couple of pages away from chapter 10. Still enjoying it. I feel sorry for Lily. I can't wait to find out what it is that caused her to not be believed from her time in Colorado. I think her parents are hard on her, and I don't know why. So, like right now, the way everything is going, I just kind of feel like they're being a little too harsh with her. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be revealed and we'll see. But I feel kind of bad for her. I mean, she comes back. She did meet a friend. And so hopefully, this new little friend that she meets that helped her, that she kind of stumbled on after she was lost in the swamp, hopefully, they'll become friends and she won't feel so lonely in Florida. I thought it was kind of funny because Lily is worried about the way she looks, and so she tells Rachel. Where was this part? She tells Rachel that she doesn't look very good, and the little girl says to her, Florida hair don't care. Oh, here it is. Yeah. She says, Lily looked down. She slurped up the entire soda and snarfed down several cookies, and she did feel a lot better. Yeah, I'm good. I look like a drowned rat, though. And Rachel shrugged. Florida hair don't care, right? I guess it's because, the humidity will make your hair frizz. Unless you have perfect hair, unlike myself. Mine would be frizzed. I'd be Rosanna Dana for sure. So let's see how everybody else did. Lauren was telling Alicia hello, and Alicia was telling Lauren hello. Right when we're going into the sprint, Alicia put her sprints in. She will be starting her sprints at 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Time. And I popped in Nell's sprints. Nell's already sprinting right now, but she usually goes till about 9, 10 o'clock Central Time, if anybody wants to pick up those. I didn't see Lucy's sprints, but Lucy doesn't usually pop on until about 7 p.m. Central Time. Alex said, well, I was able to finish a part of a project I've been dragging my feet on. Yay for sprint energy. And I told Alex she was going to get professional. Okay. So there you go, Alex. She says she's got us up while Keaton and she are watching an episode of West Wing. They've been watching West Wing for a long time. They must have a lot of episodes. Jen says, okay, well, I sat on the couch and now don't want to move. Content will have to wait until tomorrow. Snap. You tell that content, Jen. And Angela is thanking me for the sprints. Thank you, Angela, for being here. I just closed my book on a wild scene tomorrow. Have a great week ahead and see you on Wednesday. Same, Angela. You have a wonderful week ahead, rest of your week ahead. And happy 4th of July if you celebrate, for anybody who celebrates. And enjoy your weekend until I see you next. Thank you so much. Thank you so, Matthew. Thank you so much, Matthew. Again, happy Canada Day. I didn't ask if you were doing anything special to celebrate. Let me know if you did anything special, for sure. And Alicia put kids to bed and started looking for her books for her TBR video. Excellent. Thanks, Mary, for being here. I'm going to have to check out your new video. It's always good to see you, too, and to hang out. I'm so glad. I have missed you. My buddy reading friend, Mary and I read The Midnight Library together and had some wonderful discussions about it. I will say, I remember that. And no reading that sprint for Jamie. Had time to take a quick shower and get ready to take Gracie to the vet. I hope everything works out at the vet, Jamie. And thanks again for my awesome bookmark and my ephemera. Amber grabbed a beer and read some more. Nice. Sue read 2 chapters in The Golden Hornet. Thanks so much for sprints. And bye, everyone. Bye, Sue. See you soon. Have a good rest of your week and holiday weekend. Amanda read about 20 more pages of The Dead Lifeguard, and I'm really liking it. Yeah, I need to check that out. Is that a Fear Street? Is The Dead Lifeguard a Fear Street book, or is it just like a standalone book by R.L. Stein? I made it to 81%, Carmen says. Woohoo! Very good. Thank you so much, Alicia, for being here. I'll see you on Saturday morning. Have some good sprints this evening. And thank you, Carmen, for being here. I look forward to seeing you again soon. And I know I'll be seeing you for the next Beaumont book, a couple of weeks. And thank you, Jen, for being here. Probably won't make it to Saturday Morning Momentum because it's my mom's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your mom, July 4th, and it'll be helping her set up for the barbecue. Have a great rest of your weekend, all. Same to you, Jen. Enjoy your holiday. Give your mom lots of hugs. Tell her happy birthday from the What's Up Wednesday crew. And woohoo, just found out they have me tomorrow off since I work Saturday. Now I have 3 days off in a row. Woo! We need to have some professional applause. Yes, that is amazing. I'm so excited for you, Jamie. You deserve it. And I haven't done squat these sprints, but it's a heat wave, so that's my excuse. Are you relaxing? Are you relaxing, Kirsten? And Kirsten's picture that she put of herself dressed as a roller derby competitor is amazing. Her black eye looks really legit, I will tell you. So thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it. Love that. I had a nice happiness boost. And thanks and happy 4th of July, everyone, from Angela. Yes, Fear Street Super Chiller. Awesome. And very excited for the long weekend, but the heat is killer. I have no energy to work out at all. It's really the 80% humidity that's doing it. Yes, humidity is, if it was just hot without humidity, it would not be that bad. I'm telling you. And really, if you want to go work out and you want to walk, you either need to do it first thing in the morning, like right before the sun is coming up, or you need to do it when the sun is like gone down, if it's still not, stifling and disgusting. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want to get into a better morning wake up routine, because I really need to get out there before the sun comes out, because you already, the humidity is going to kill you, but like having the sun and the humidity and all that and all wrapped up in one is not good. You are like just a sweaty mess. And thank you, Jamie, for being here. I'll see you next week as well. And will do. And thanks for helping me be productive, Kat. Was very productive. Well, I'm glad I could assist you in that department. And I'm looking forward to seeing that project. I think it's going to be fun and redundant. It's the heat. Oh, my gosh. Okay, y'all. Well, I really appreciate everyone being here and hanging out with me on this Wednesday. It's so nice to be back with y'all. Very, very excited and looking forward to getting back into my routine. Thank you, Amber, for being here. And maybe I will see some of you. Thank you, Amanda, for being here. Maybe I'll see some of you at the Giallo July watch party. That is over on Alex's Discord, the Giallo July Discord, and it should be a lot of fun. The movie that they're going to be showing is one that I have not seen. It is called Death Walks at Midnight, and that is the movie poster. And that is supposed to be starting at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So, be there if you want to get that. This is going to count as one of my movies. So I'm very, very excited. So in the meantime, y'all stay amazing. Y'all be adventurous, but safe in your adventures, especially with this holiday weekend coming up. And I will see y'all very soon. Bye.